my name is Melissa, and I am a teacher in the Brooklyn Charter Schools here in New York City, and I'm coming to you with an impromptu video. I just finished summer school here. It's Friday, and I wrote down some notes about the pros and the cons of being a teacher, because I feel like a lot of people look at my videos and they glamorize working with kids, but there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that I wanted to shed light to. I'm pretty sure that a lot of teachers that are going to watch this video can relate, and people who are aspiring to be teachers can find this video helpful. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to grade some work, but I'm also going to read off some of the pros and the cons that I've gathered over the past 2 years. So FYI, this is my opinion. If you can relate, let me know. If you can't, it's all right. That's okay. So let's get into it. Okay, one pro that I have about working with children is working with children. I have never had a job that's been so rewarding as this one. I get children in September who don't know how to count, who don't know their alphabets, who don't know how to spell their name, and by the time they're ready to go to first grade, they're writing sentences, they're solving math problems, and it's the most rewarding thing to see. I love when my kids are actually getting things and making the connection, so that's really rewarding to see. Another pro that I wrote down is building relationships with families. I have so many adoptive families now. Like, over the past year, I've given my parents my personal phone number because COVID has really shifted the relationship between parent and teacher. So it's a little bit more intimate now, which I'm fine with, because at 8 o'clock at night, if you're calling me to tell me that so-and-so got COVID and he won't be there tomorrow morning, I need to tell the other parents as soon as possible, like, hey, get a COVID test so that your child is clear to come in, because I just got notified that one of my kids might have exposed the class. So the urgency of having immediate contact has been very important, which is why I love building relationships with my parents. They trust me, okay, because their kid is with me more than they are with them. So trust needs to happen. And also, it's a partnership. Whatever I do in the classroom needs to be reinforced at home. So building relationships with the parents is definitely a pro. A con, September. September is a con. Because first of all, administration loves to soft launch September. September is terror. It's terror. September, the kids come in, they haven't been in the classroom setting for 2 months, so their academic stamina is low. They haven't seen their friends in 2 months, so they're like hyped to see everybody. Okay, if you're working with kindergarten, tears all over the place. I want to go home. Where's my mommy? Okay, I don't know how to sit in the chair. There's falling, there's tears, there's writing on the desk. And it's just a lot of harsh, a harsh tone that has to be set with them, because if you don't set boundaries with the kids from the jump, they don't respect you. They do not respect you, and I've learned off of experience. So September, there's no such thing as soft launching September. It's a hard month. Another con would be summer vacation. Summer vacation for kids should not be. Kids should go to school all year, because after summer vacation, after summer vacation, when the kids come back, it's like they've never done anything, okay? How do I hold a pencil? What is a pencil? How do I write my name? I think that over the summer school should be mandatory, at least for like 2 hours of the day. Because when I tell you, the kids will wake up 11 o'clock in the afternoon, not read a book, not solve a math problem, not count. And in the September, when you ask them how many strawberries are in the basket and they tell you 20 instead of 5, it's like, what have you been doing? I was on vacation. So summer vacation is a con, but that's also a pro. Like, the teachers get a rest, a well-deserved rest, because throughout the school year, it's like go, go, go. And I feel like summer vacation can be beneficial if you break it up accordingly, because since you're dormant for 2 months and then September is like slam, I've gotten physically sick last year. So that's why I'm here in summer school, because I have PTSD. So that is a pro and a con. Another pro, this can be a pro and a con, but it's professional developments. Professional developments have taken on a whole new stance since COVID, and our professional developments are more centered around our mental health and things we can do to better ourselves that can we can use to become better teachers, right? So usually professional developments were like, this is what you need to do for curriculums, or this is what you need to be grading and stuff. But now it's just like, okay, how are you feeling? Let's check in. What worked with you last week? What didn't work with you? So I really like professional development. A con about professional development is that they're always on Friday when I want to go home. Like, can you have this on a Tuesday afternoon after work so that on Friday I can just run out of here? So timing, not too bad, not too good, but the content of professional development is a pro for me. A con is work-life balance. I take my work home. And I do that because if I don't, work piles up. And why not look out for my future self and just take it home? There's not enough hours in the day. And that's another con. They want you to fit in so much in such a short day with kids who have an attention span of this. When I tell you we're doing jumping jacks every 5 seconds of the day, movement breaks are necessary. But also like drinking water, having snack. Like you have to incorporate this after reading, after math, after handwriting, after current events. So you're always on the go. So that's a pro and a con, right? But with that being said, of like always on the go and like moving from one subject to the next, a pro is you being malleable and very like quick in problem solving, because there's things that happen throughout the day that you wouldn't believe. I had a kid in my class this year who threw up on command, okay? If I said throw up, she's on the floor, right? And it's me by myself, 18 kids, and she's has thrown up, right? So now you got to get everybody lined up. You got to evacuate. You got to call somebody to clean it up. We're going to the bathroom. You got to get her changed. And there's so many things that has to happen in order for a day to run smoothly. Like now the class is frazzled, so you got to explain everything properly. You become a very strategic problem solver when you become a teacher. That's a pro, okay? I feel like I can, at the drop of a dime, I can teach or do anything because I've been faced with so many challenges that are just out of the blue. Like this girl, she pooped her pants, right? She didn't have any change of clothes. I had to call dad, have her get picked up, call somebody to escort her to the bathroom, clean her up, explain to dad that like, hey, we had this for lunch and A, B, and C happened and she didn't tell me, so this is why this happened. Dad had attitude with me because he felt like she should have went to the bathroom more often. So now I'm trying to de-escalate the situation where it's like, hey, we have a lot of time to go to the bathroom so that we won't just be aimlessly walking in the hallway, because I have the kindergartners, but also the fourth graders use this bathroom and we cannot have them mingling. So it's just a lot of quick witting, quick thinking on your feet, problem solving skills that come with teaching that I'm glad that I'm equipped with, because you can't test me. Who's gonna check me, boo? Nobody. Pro that I got is language development. Maybe it's because I work with kindergarten students, but the way I talk to kids, the manner in which I talk to my kids has definitely translated over to how I speak in my personal life, because I speak to my kids in a very stern but very understanding manner. So my kids aren't frightened of me, but they understand like when Miss Moore's voice gets a little deep or a little loud, it's time to get our work done. So I like that I'm developing a different type of linguistic capabilities while working in this job, because it's very important to have the kids understand like school is not a scary place. I don't want to be scared of my teacher, but also I want my teacher to, you know, be proud of me. So that's why I'm happy that I'm really gaining the experience and talking to parents, talking to kids. It's really useful. Another con, I want to do another con. Another con would be not having enough support in the classroom for kids who need extra support in different areas. So I had kids in my class who needed speech, who needed occupational therapy, who had IEPs, so they needed to be pulled out of the classroom to get separate reading support, and they kind of missed major content in the classroom, which I feel that should have been pushed in, right? So they should have came into the classroom, saw what I was doing on the board, and maybe help them in that moment instead of pulling them out. So that's a con, because I feel like I'm not equipped to handle kids with IEPs or who have speech or OT. So I think that's a con for me, because the kids miss out on the major things. And if I have to put in the grade book 0 because they were out, that affects the child, and not, you know, it's not for the greater good. So that's a con, having not that much support in the classroom. The environment that I built. Listen, I will call my coworkers after a long day and be like, girl, this is what happened today. and I just need to vent. And they understand me because they've been in that class, they've been in that position, they dealt with that family. And just having somebody there to talk to and that can relate to you and won't make you seem like you're crazy because they know exactly what you're talking about is just the most, freeing thing. I love the community that I have with my coworkers, with my grades, my team grade, my administration. I can text or call her and be like, hey, I think I need a day today. And she's just like, take care of yourself. I feel like in other jobs, it's been like, are you sure? Like, I don't have any coverage. I am never questioned as to why I need to take a day or why I, am a little exhausted. Everybody's like, go, do it, please. Take your day. I know you need it. And I always feel guilty, but I'm never made to feel guilty by outside influences. So that's nice. And with that said, I think I'm gonna stop the video here. I really enjoyed making this list. If you're a teacher right now, please let me know if I missed anything, any pros or cons to teaching that will help our aspiring leaders. And I hope that you enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.